The Village Kitchen. Get you some today.
We're gonna do a raffle real quick for a $25 digital Village Kitchen gift card.
Oh, come on, man! What the Florida people get, man? Come on, man! Come on, bro!
Hey, we're gonna have to do something for you guys too, man. But look, hey, this is donated by Village Kitchen, right? So we're gonna make sure that we get somebody in the area at least a free meal or a date or something, because that's enough to get 2 meals over there. All right, so let's go ahead and give it the official spin. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's see who's gonna win the raffle ticket. Here we go. Yeah, you almost got it in the mind. You got it.
Yeah, all right, so in there. He said he only about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, hey man, whenever you make that trip, we're gonna have you a nice meal at the Village Kitchen on behalf of us today, man.
What's up, y'all? I just want to send out a special thank you to Norris on the gift card that I won to the Village Kitchen.
Yeah, once again, we want to thank Village Kitchen for being the pillar of the community. Most definitely.
So Ford trades within a channel. You guys know how we talked about channels, right? We did this the other day with support and resistance. Everyone was in here, we were talking about Ford, right? So I removed everything from Ford, right? So I can have this clear screen right here for you guys. Make sure that's removed. Nothing on here, right? Nothing on here. So Ford usually floats within a channel from $12 to $15. And this is very important when it comes to this class, because what we're going over is basically you want to tap into your potential to be relatively the same person without emotion each trade, right? And you can do that by following your chart. So if you look at this simply, you can see where the top is, right? You can see where the bottom is, right? And I just gave you guys the figures of $12 to $15 basically. So what I'm gonna do now is, when in doubt, zoom out, right? Pick this down here, you zoom out on the week, right? So I just added those 3 lines, and it's basically from $10.70, and it can go up to 15, what I told you guys, right? So that was without me even looking at it. I was able to tell you those numbers. But what the beauty of it is, what you're able to see is what happens, right, when you zoom out. So as you see, this play, this is over what is this, a weekly time frame? So this goes all the way back to 2023. So dated back to 2023, January, this has traded relatively close within a tight range of $10.70 to $15. So if you were to get into a play like this, Ford, you can expect Ford to go up to within a week's time to either $13.90 or to revisit the high of $15.40, because you do have so much history within this channel. This is something that you could use if you're doing shares or if you're doing long-term options that you could watch play out in your favor. Right? Beyond what it does is it keeps you holistically trading to a point where you can truly earn profits. But you have to train yourself to only buy at the lows. This session, if you were looking at it, would have been around $11.50. And now you know that you can sell around the high, which is around $13.90. You may want to watch that point because it could reject. And if it passes that, as it did on the second try that it did somewhat around July of last year, it went up to $15.40. So if you're in a play like this, I would say, since we are aware that it does take this time to break these thresholds. So anyone in this, you see that it just did what you call a parabolic SAR flip, which is, if I can take that screenshot, it just did that right there, right? And it hasn't even flipped because you don't see the ball on the bottom as it normally would be. So what you may see going in tomorrow, because I am aware that this probably more than likely is going to flip to green, you're going to see these come up, and you're going to see a stock come up to around at 13.70. Right. So if we look at it right now, the current price of Ford is what? $12.82. That's almost a dollar move. So that's a pretty good move if you want to kind of scale yourself into something and out of it. And you take the percentages that Ashton spoke about earlier today. The percentages from $12 to $13 is somewhat around 7%, right? And that's just me guessing, somewhat around 7-8%, close to 10%, right? So if you're able to do that, a 7% move, that's a pretty good move if you're able to position yourself for a guaranteed move. Let's go to SPY. Then we're gonna go see what's going on with SPY. All right. So we got that rising wedge that's currently happening on SPY. You got the parabolic SARs that are currently curling under. You can hardly see it, and I know it's charted very heavy, but please see what I see. Parabolic SAR.
That joker look like a black and white film, boy.
Yeah. Hey, so the parabolic SARs, man, are coming up to a point where it can't avoid hitting the candlesticks. And you know they always gravitate towards the candlesticks. So it's gonna kind of chase it, right? And when it hits it on that time frame, which was at the weekly, when it hits it, it's gonna make a change of trend. And then you're also going to get the moving averages to move over the candlesticks. And it's going to create what you call a death cross. Right now, you see the RSI is very high, right? The volume is kind of trending a little bit lower. It's going to move up with a violent move down. I can almost guarantee that. Like we almost called the top, basically telling you guys that we were looking at a rising wedge before the freaking week started last week, right? Right? And we got like a $20 drop off the top, right? I ain't saying it don't get no easier, but I am saying when you do learn it, it'll be as easy to read as that.
I wanted to ask you about as far as companies, stocks. What do you think about Nike with now that they've taken out? I think they're going to rebound personally. I just think they're too big. They're too big in the market. But I think, I was thinking like you're getting your point of view or perspective on both buying the stock as well as doing some option plays on, for it to go back up.
Yeah, let's take a look at Nike real quick. So you got a big gap down on Nike right here. All right, and the time frame that we're looking on right now is today. Right? Let's go ahead and take a second to chart Nike. That's a big drop off of consolidation. $90 all the way down to $70, basically.
Yeah.
I want to zoom in. If you're looking at the parabolic SAR, it's getting close. Remember, it always gravitates towards the candlesticks, right? And it's not like the candlesticks can continue to run away from it. If it's getting close, it has to squeeze down to avoid it because they're going to continue to move around the same amount that they are spaced out by each bar. It never curves up. If it's going one direction, it's going to continue to go that one direction, right? It's not like a steering wheel. You can turn it this way and turn it that way. If it's going downward, it's going to continue to go down. So the only way that the candlesticks can avoid a change of pattern, basically, if it squeezes down. So what we have to do now is look to see what's the next level down. So what we want to do is we want to zoom out. If we zoom out, we see we at the ass bottom right now. Excuse my language.
What time frame you on when you say zoom out, Google?
We on the weekly.
All right.
You see that, you guys? So that's really beautiful, man. Like look how beautiful that's set up, right? Right here. That's a blow off the top.
Okay.
Hammer candle. Then you got a red candle right beside it. So it's gonna go down almost the length of that first downward motion. So that means that motion right there is gonna come right there. So like it may even go down just a tad bit more, man. This may be your target right there, whatever that is.
50. About $50.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's take a look and see. So this is a good one right here, though. Hey, you guys know we 7 for 7 on our call outs. I mean, on what we chart. He's on fire. It's crazy, right? 7 for 7. Some of these are just live charting like this Nike request. We going down, guys. We going down.
Go.
DoorDash is creating a very interesting formation.
Class is now in session, people. Please pay attention.
It's creating a cup and handle, right? Which was like one of the plays we looked at earlier. It's creating a cup and handle, and then that cup and handle, once it completes, is going to create almost an inverse head and shoulders. So you kind of see that play out right here on this DoorDash. Now the thing is, well, I'm interested in it because like you got this move on DoorDash that can take you up as high as $260, and it's currently at $106. So that's more than double on this play, right? So what we're getting out of all of these that we're looking at for the immediate moment is showing that it got room to go down, right? Not only is it showing that it got room to go down, whenever that moment of rejection or support occurs, a lot of these stocks are going to be finding floors. So what I would look for if it were me, I would look for signs of higher highs and higher lows in the stocks that I'm averaging into this upcoming week, right? You may be at a position where it has to find a higher low or to continue its pattern up to find a higher high. So far, we've done 3 different stocks and all of them shown to be bearish near term, but long term, they all show to be bullish. So I would say step into the market Monday with the side of caution. If you want to, you more than likely could create a play that gives you a little bit longer term put. You can average into that put. Whatever gains you get out of those puts, you can flip those gains into your long-term
The
profit.
views and opinions is of those of the speaker only and should not be used for financial advice. Get with your financial professional for that. Like and subscribe to the video, to the channel. Enjoy the information. Let's get to it.
Interested in a house? Check Latrina out. She'll help you out. Start by scanning the QR code. And if you need that lawn serviced after you get the house, check out Cappy's Lawn Service. They're in motion. Stock check with Norris Powell. Every second counts. You got to check it out.